Hi, Mark here. Thursday, December the 4th. It is 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 3 p.m. GMT. US session well underway, getting to the last portion of the European session. And let's have a look at the performance of the US dollar, starting on the dollar index. And a doji for now, certainly downtrend still very much in place and did go even a little lower than yesterday. I've got support at 98.41, so that was a red candlestick, but US dollar is attempting to fight its way back. A doji for now, that's the open and close at the same price. US dollar buyers have stepped in and will now look to go higher than the open, looking up at resistance from earlier at 98.66. So weak US dollar to start, US dollar attempting to fight its way back now that the US session is underway. Let's have a look at the majors and see how they're performing. The euro a little while ago was a green candlestick. Already it's turned to red. So I've got support at 116.52. I've got resistance at 116.82. Buyers of euro, sellers of US took it up to that resistance. But now you can see that US dollar buyers have stepped in, selling euro, buying US, that's the red candlestick, and sellers of euro, buyers of US will be looking to test this 116.52 support level. If US dollar buyers are not able to maintain and we revert back to euro strength, buyers of euro, sellers of US will be looking up at the 116.82 resistance level. But we are seeing a fight back here at this point from the US. Let's have a look at the pound. Less of a fight back against the pound. Pound was really strong yesterday and it looks like still looking strong today. I've got support at 133.24, resistance 133.68. Buyers of pound, sellers of US will be looking up at this resistance level. A turnaround, if US buyers can turn things around or put in an attempt to turn things around against the pound, sellers of pound, buyers of US will be looking down at the support level of 133.24. Let's just zoom in on the hourly, see if there you can see the attempted fight back by the US from this resistance level, this red candlestick. Sellers of pound, buyers of US will look down at this support level. Let's have a look at the US against the yen. Again, let's see if the US is fighting back against the yen. Well, this was a more solid red candlestick from the open originally. You can see support down here at 154.50. And note that the support level matches all these resistance levels from end of October, beginning of November. So resistance turning into support at this stage. And the wick we see over here, that's US dollar buyers stepped in at the support level and are fighting their way back. Let's have a look. We'll see that on the hourly. There you see the fight back by the US off the support level. Buyers of US now sitting at 154.80. We'll look up at this 155.57. So US dollar again, as you saw on the euro, not as much, but slightly on the pound as well. US dollar looking to fight its way back now that the US session is underway. Let's have a look at the US against the Canadian. There's the daily. Somewhat different picture over here. Here, US dollar originally showed some strength from the open. You can see this wick, which was a green candlestick. So buyers of US, sellers of Canadian did take the price up to 139.77, that's the resistance. And then there's the wick left behind, that's selling US, buying Canadian, and support right now at 139.51. So US not being able to maintain or fight its way back against Canadian at this point. Sellers of US, buyers of Canadian in control, and we'll be looking down at the support area here around the 139.35. We've got resistance, we've got support levels to work with. We can see the US dollar attempting to fight its way back. We saw it on the index, the euro, not as much against the pound, fighting its way back against the yen, struggling to fight back at all against the Canadian at this point. We have our levels, our resistance, our support. Good trading, keep that discipline, and I'll see you at the end of day.